Ulam phang ga ïingdorbar thau an ga jylla ba met ba ling do lai thu ba ka kai phot toget jong ka IIT Guwahati kala pen pau ba ka jingtei building jong ka ïingdorbar thau an ba dang shna hamau diang diang ka long ga ba shngain ban pen don kam ulai thu ba kat kum ka kai phot jong ka IIT Guwahati kala ka dau shai ba ka daw jong ka jingkhlem jong ka tunum pelun lani ka dum ka de namar ka jing ba met trailang hapadeng ki tu ba pen trei ya ka kam ba ken thup ya ki nong pen wandur lani designer u contractor ulo ong namar ha ka kai phot pen pau bakatay ka jingtei ka long ka basngan nakalyang ka high powered committee HPC ka kwa bantip balay ka tunom pelun ka ha banakalyang ki dikhot ka HPC kala kintoy ka sarkar ban bishar bania ya ki daw ba penlong ya ka tunom pelun ban hap ulay tho banakalyang ka sarkar kala pan jingshai na ki nong penwandur panaw contractor ulo ong ba nagaling sarkar kat kum ki kendon pala soy soskular ka company penwandur kan hapan siyo kat kum ki kendon shan kuna penalty bat kat kum ka jingtip balayo ka company kala minjur ban le ya kata bat haga jo kapor kin hapan tikna ba ki breu ki batip ya ka kam ki dei ban dan bet ha Shillong ban pet hado ban da deb ya ka jing pentrei ulam phang ulay tho bay ka tunom pelun bat thymmai on penbyang hi da ki company claim da dan kam siyo shu bat kanum dan jing siw shu la dadang mi ki kam hakabay day bir ka jing tynrong ya ka dum ya ka ïingdorbar thymmai jong jylla la tay da ka rajkiya nirman nigam Ltd ka ba na Uttar Pradesh ha ka jinglot ka ba shispa ar phunyo klor uba med ba ulay thu ba na kalya contractor ru ula Khubor ya ki jingduna bat ka company kala minjur ban shnabyang ya baro ki jingjulor.
Today we had the HPC meeting in my office chamber in Shillong, where we had a follow-up meeting with regards to the construction of the new assembly building, matter related to the collapse of the dome. The last meeting that we had was basically to present the report of the audit team, where the government has appointed the IIT Guwahati to do the audit as far as this safety is concerned for all the central wing, the left wing and the right wing. And to inform you also that the report is very positive, which says that the building is safe, and they have also pointed out the reason of the collapse of the dome, where in short they have mentioned that it is because of the lack of coordination between the designer, the contractor and the PMC. Now, since the building is safe, but before that, we would like to know why the dome collapsed. We have conveyed a message from all the members of the HPC to the government to look into the areas where the reasons of the collapse of the dome. The government has given a show cause to the designer and the contractor. And in fact, we are glad to note here that today the government has reported that they have given a show cause, and where they have worked out and agreed upon, first with the designer, that as per the penalty clause of the agreement that the government has signed with the designer, that penalty clause will be imposed on the designer. As per the information is that the designer also has accepted, and they have also assured that because of the availability of the technical engineer who is supposed to be there at site to supervise or to coordinate for the designing part. They have assured that from now onwards they will do that and ensure that the technical person who has the capacity to look after these kind of projects and construction will be ensured that it will be stationed in Shillong to monitor and coordinate about the construction. They have also agreed that the new dome design will be prepared by them without any cost, extra cost from the government. That is what they have expressed from the designer side. And at the same time, there will be no claim for the designer for any extra works. As I've said, it will be free of cost. As IIT Guwahati audit team has suggested that light materials will be used now for the dome portion. It was also agreed that yes, we will go ahead with the light material as far as the dome portion is concerned. Second part here is the contractor. Contractor also accepted that there's some lapses from their end, and now since we have agreed also to go ahead with construction, they have agreed to clear out all the debris which have been accumulated there because of the collapse of the dome. Now they have also agreed, as pointed out by the IIT Guwahati, to ensure that how they strengthen more for the structure which has already constructed there, like applying of epoxy, injecting of some chemicals to ensure that the construction, the thing becomes more stronger and stronger in those cracked areas which has been mentioned by the IIT team. At the same time, they have informed that there will be no claim for all the reconstruction works, for all the damages portion as far as the entire building and the dome portion is concerned. They have also informed us from the government side that they will put in place the technical engineer to ensure the retest of the strength of the building from now onwards. So this is what is all about the contractor. Now coming to the pynlut part. From the pynlut department, the government have decided that the new PMC with very sound technical engineer will be appointed immediately without delay. And for matters related to the lack of the coordination from pynlut side, the government will do the necessary or the needed. So now, as far as the new design is concerned, we have been informed that the new design will be ready within 3 weeks' time. And we agreed in the HPC today that a full presentation will be given with regards to the new design for the dome in 3 weeks' time, where all the members of the HPC will be present along with the technical team for necessary approval. So as of now, the HPC has cleared that the work can be resumed. As far as from my office, I should say that we will leave it to the wisdom of the government how they handle all these three parties. Our concern is, which I'm sure, which we have heard, that the public at large also, they're concerned about the safety of the building. One, they have expressed where the dome collapsed, and we have heard from in the different platforms, social media, print, electronic, or whatever. And we're going in that direction to see that from my office that we would like to see that the construction of the new assembly should continue, should be resumed. Matters related to whatever actions because all tender agreements, sanction for funds, action to be taken against those parties, we will leave it to the wisdom of the government. I have no comment as far as that is concerned. See, it's matter of concern, but now you have to look. There's a tender clause, as I have always said, in the tender clause of the tender agreement signed between the government and those parties whom they have assigned to do their job on behalf of the department. There's a tender clause there. So accordingly, they will take action as per the tender clause, and they cannot go beyond or less than that. See, if you and me, as a layman, if we say, oh, this building is safe and all, then I think we might be wrong. So, the IIT team were, which I feel, as far as the engineering is concerned, they're the only team who can certify. So they have given the report, the audit report that we have done, and they have pointed out what's the reason also for all this. It's a matter of lack of coordination. And they have done the audit as far as the entire structure is concerned with regards to that. This audit team will not go to that extent. They have to go to the extent to find out what's the reason for that. That's all. That is what they can put it out. Actions to be taken now is up to the government. I have nothing to say on that because actions is with the government. Let the government exercise.